Have you ever just felt like you're operating on a completely different wavelength from everyone around you? Well, that feeling of being constantly misunderstood, it might not just be in your head. In fact, psychology suggests it could be a sign of something much, much deeper. Today, we're going to explore 8 signs of high intelligence that might just explain that exact feeling. I mean, really, do you ever feel like people just don't get you? Like you're trying your best to connect, but somehow, something always gets lost in translation. Or maybe you find yourself in conversations that feel, well, completely draining. You know, the usual small talk about the weather or what you did last weekend, it can feel utterly, totally pointless. If any of that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. It's so easy to turn that feeling inward and start wondering if something's wrong with you, right? Are you just being arrogant? Or maybe you're antisocial? But what if it's neither of those things? What if that feeling is actually a clue? A sign of high intelligence? Here's the thing. According to a lot of psychological research, these experiences aren't flaws at all. They might actually be signs that your mind is processing the world with a greater degree of complexity and depth. It's working on a whole different level.
So, let's break this down. We're going to dive into 8 specific signs that could explain this feeling. These are all traits that suggest your mind is just, well, it's wired a bit differently. You ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, sign number 1. This is a big one, and it fundamentally changes how you see literally everything. You overthink, but maybe it's not because you're anxious. It's because your brain is constantly, automatically making connections between things that seem totally unrelated to other people. Psychologists have a word for this: hyperconnectivity. It's why innovators can link up disparate ideas to create something brand new. You can't just accept surface-level answers, because your mind is always working to see the entire picture, the whole system. All right, coming in at number 2, this one's all about how you read other people. You've got a really sharp sense of emotional intelligence. You don't just hear the words people are saying, you see the patterns behind them. You notice the tiny shifts in tone, you hear what's being left unsaid. Now, this ability to read between the lines, it's powerful. But man, it can also be isolating when you're picking up on social cues that everyone else seems to miss completely. Now, our 3rd sign. This has everything to do with how you recharge your mental batteries. You genuinely enjoy your own solitude. And this is a really important distinction. It's not that you dislike people, not at all. It's just that socializing can sometimes feel like an interruption to the rich, fascinating conversation that's already happening inside your own mind. For you, silence is an empty space. It's where you go to recharge and explore a world that's often more interesting than the one outside. Okay, moving on to sign number 4. This one is all about a relentless drive for improvement. You are a natural-born questioner of the status quo. I mean, when you hear someone say, "Oh, that's just how we do things," your brain immediately fires back with, "But why?" This isn't about rebelling just for the sake of it. No, it's a genuine drive to analyze systems, find the cracks, find the inefficiencies, and discover a better, more logical way to do things. And number 5. This one really gets to the heart of that feeling of social disconnect we talked about. This one can feel so incredibly isolating. You have this deep curiosity about the big ideas, right? You want to talk about the universe, about psychology, about the future, but you find that most conversations just get stuck on the surface. That mismatch between your intellectual hunger and the conversations available to you, it can leave you feeling bored, frustrated, and totally misunderstood.
All right, our 6th sign is about that little pause you take before you speak and how easily it gets misread.
So you pause before you speak. While other people are just talking, you're in your head running a lightning-fast analysis, considering all the consequences and nuances of what you're about to say. The problem is, this careful consideration is often misinterpreted by others. They see it as shyness or hesitation or maybe even arrogance, when really, it's just the sign of a very fast processing mind at work.
Now, the 7th sign? This is a powerful tool for self-awareness, but it definitely comes with a catch.
What's really fascinating here is this idea of metacognition, which is basically the ability to think about your own thinking. Highly intelligent people often have this in spades. It means you are acutely, sometimes painfully aware of your own flaws and knowledge gaps. This can make you intensely self-critical. But that very same quality, that's what fuels your personal growth. It's a double-edged sword. And that brings us to our final sign, number 8, a deep commitment to what's real. At the end of the day, you prioritize truth over social harmony. You would rather be honest and authentic than be universally liked. And this commitment to intellectual integrity, it means you're not afraid to voice an unpopular opinion or point out a flaw in an argument.
which, as you've probably noticed, can make some people really uncomfortable. So here's the crucial takeaway. If a lot of these signs just resonated with you, you're not difficult. You're not too much. You just think more deeply than most people. And that is an incredibly powerful quality. It's something you should protect because honestly, that kind of mind is genuinely rare.
And that brings us to the end. So I'll leave you with a question to think about. Which of these signs do you see most clearly in yourself? And how does knowing that, maybe, just maybe, reframe your understanding of your own experiences? Something to think about.